of issues can arise in the quest to develop truly excellent communities that exist both online and in person. Tonight, Jaymes O'Pheron, professional remote engagement and communication expert, will discuss some of the fundamental principles for healthy communities and explain how they can be leveraged for a successful hybrid community. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jaymes O'Pheron.
Thank you so much, Game Master. We want happy, healthy, vibrant clubs. We build those by having happy, healthy, vibrant meetings. This is how it works. If people are enthralled and engaged and in love with the experience they have at your club, and they see the value that arises from having happy, healthy, vibrant meetings, they will want to join your club, and they will be aligned with that purpose of being a happy, healthy, vibrant person. And you'll have a lot of happy, healthy, vibrant people having happy, healthy, vibrant meetings in a happy, healthy, vibrant club. If you don't have any of those things, it doesn't matter how good your marketing is. They're going to come, they're going to be bored, and they're going to leave. And this is a universal challenge for every community, every group, every club, every Toastmasters club. So this is our goal. Our goal is to aim at this. But how do we get there? What is the alchemy that helps us have the quality meetings and conversations, as in the happy, healthy, vibrant ones, to make this happen? Well, there are two primary factors which synergize together to make this happen, to make it inevitable. The first one is alignment. The second is humanhood. And I'll explain in slightly more detail what I mean by that. Alignment. This is how authentic we are in our communal relationship. The relationship that we have together as a community, and how authentic we are in bringing all of ourselves to it. It is an intersection of values, concerns, preferences, what our DNA, what makes us tick. It is also the vulnerability that brings an established trust that knits us together, a history of sharing, of establishing a relationship founded on common past experiences. It's a deep and abiding alignment. We're all going in the same direction. Humanhood. This is how much of ourselves that we allow to be present in a given meeting. It is your presence, your ability to connect with somebody with all of who you are. In a very practical sense, this is engagement of the senses. How many senses of yourself are you bringing to play? Can you see somebody's words only, as in you're reading a text? That's a very limited window through which to squeeze all of who you are. So your humanhood that can be present is going to be limited. On the other extreme end of the spectrum is having dinner with somebody. You greet them with a handshake. At the end, you say farewell with a hug. You eat a meal together, you're smelling the same things, you're tasting the same things, you're discoursing together with the full auditory ambience in the same place. Your full humanhood is present. This also is connected to emotional openness. Your willingness to be emotionally invested in a conversation. Now, these two factors, alignment and humanhood, work synergistically, as I said. This is how, specifically, there's some math to it. The amount of alignment that we have multiplies the impact of the humanhood we bring. This is very key. The amount of alignment that we have multiplies the impact of the humanhood we bring. And there's a threshold that we cross to create a quality, happy, healthy, vibrant meeting. We need both of them together. If we are lacking in alignment, like if there's a broken relationship or there's cross purposes or miscommunications that are in there, or people just are hostile, then you need a significant amount more of your humanhood brought to bear in order to compensate for that. If you're having a breakup, don't do it over a text. Simple example. High alignment means that we can get along with more restraint on our senses. I can send my wife a text and she'll read my mind and know what I mean, even if I spell things wrong. And we won't hurt our relationship because of it, because we have strong alignment. It can compensate for that. All right, so this is the foundation of relationships and community. Now here's the problem. This is the problem. Hybrid communities have a disparity in the amount of humanhood that different members are able to bring to the meeting. Think about that for a bit. What does that mean communally? We know, well, there's technical difficulties and they can't communicate quite well. Think about it from a relational, spiritual perspective. This is a class issue, even, you could say. There's a systemic advantage that one group has over the other. They have a leverage, that they have more humanhood they can bring, which means that instinctively, unavoidably, they get preferential treatment in developing relationships. This is a problem. Because even if you try and work to try and connect, try and get, and you still have that disparity there, the people who are online will feel it. They will see and recognize that they are a subclass. You have to fight against this. So here's how we're going to do this. Here's the solution. 1, do not reduce the humanhood of either party. Reducing humanhood is bad. Orcs are bad. Don't reduce humanhood. Bad thing, right? This means don't shackle the people in the room and prevent them from, shaking hands and hugging, right? That's not going to solve the problem, right? Reducing the humanhood to the equal, level it out, does not fix the problem. That also means don't give up on hybrid meetings entirely. It's like, oh, this is bad. There's a disparity. Throw the whole idea out. That's not also the answer, because then you're excluding people, which is also bad, right? So those are 2 solutions that do not work. So don't do those. It'll make the problem worse. 2, reduce the disparity as much as possible by providing opportunities to increase the alignment and the humanhood as much as possible, so that the level of connection is so high above the threshold that the disparity is no longer meaningful. It doesn't have an impact anymore because your alignment is so strong. And you are using so many tools to bring more of your human together. You're engaging with more senses by talking about them, using table topics that engage people's senses, doing different exercises that have people go and do things, engage with their physical senses, eating together, scavenger hunts involving food. There's a lot of ways you can do things, think creatively, to engage more senses, even in how you tell stories. Talking about smells will increase the engagement of the members, increase the humanhood they're bringing to play, increase the connection, and mitigate the problem of hybrid meetings, because you're attacking at the root of the problem. Be vulnerable is another huge part of this. Share things that make you vulnerable. Encourage others to recognize that it's a safe place to be vulnerable. This increases both alignment and humanhood radically. This transforms community into family, and that is powerful, and it overcomes class distinction. Last, but not least, don't discriminate. I mean, I shouldn't have to say this, but don't discriminate. Be aware of this disparity and consciously work to bring attention to the people online so that they feel included. Be intentional about it. Recognize, be aware that this disparity exists, and then be intentional about working counter to it. When you're doing things that increase human presence, do them in ways that give equal opportunity to those online as well as in person. Set things up in a way that everybody can equally benefit from your exercises that help people out. If you're going to bring cookies to the meeting, let people online know ahead of time so that they can bake cookies or bring something else to share in the meal. Things like that to make sure that everybody is increasing their humanhood and their presence at the same time. All right. In conclusion, regardless of technical tactics, the human factor is the most important. Authentic alignment of your community is the force multiplier that makes the difference. It overcomes 1 million tactical errors and technical issues. And last but not least, engage as much of the senses and emotions as possible in fully inclusive ways, so that with alignment and humanhood is so far into the happy, healthy, vibrant atmosphere that the disparity between those online and in person will have no meaning for the people because they're with their family. Thank you.
Game over.